very important role?
Very important
it's
role.
not,
Not really, but but for clients. But I think that we have more corporate tax and more corporate as client than individual person who want to make the tax returns and etc.
Okay, and
You see what I mean?
yes, I see what you mean, but I would like to know what do your tasks exactly consist in?
My
Your
task?
different, yes, as a legal advisor in this kind of company.
I'm not a legal advisor, like I said to.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
okay. I'm tax consultant, so I give advice, but it's more tax in the
Okay.
tax world more than in a legal world. But there is always a legal side in my work.
Okay.
I have to go in the court, check the law, check a circular, check a parliamentary question, and etc. So there is always a legal side in
Of the
my
work,
work,
yeah.
but this is more tax.
Okay.
The biggest part of my work is more tax.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. What was the most interesting file or project that you have been working on?
Well, I just started in September, so I don't have a lot of big experience. But the most file, yes, I had to file some corporate tax returns, and that was really interesting. That was my first year corporate tax returns, and the most interesting part of my work is the consulting part. When you have a client who has a question about I don't know, a polemic in the tax world and etc. This is pretty interesting because I work in the international tax department, and there you can have a question who come from Spain, from France, from I don't know, from the USA, and that's pretty interesting. You know, the mix of all the law and
Yes.
this is real interesting.
Okay. And can you take your holiday when you want?
Well, like I said, I just started in September, so I'm I don't know. Yeah, but you have big periods when you have to file. You have a delay to file the tax returns, so you will not take your holiday in a big period. It's, but I think that yeah, you can take your holiday when you desire.
Yes.
I just have to keep in mind your client, your
We
your
don't really
work
know
and
for the
etc.
moment.
But yeah, for the moment no.
So you don't really have a fixed timetable?
It is
No.
really flexible.
Yes.
It is,
Okay.
and it's pretty
Yes, they
interesting.
are.
So yes, I saw a question about
Yes.
timetable and etc. You just have to manage your time.
Sometimes
like
you can work from home.
from home, no, not yet. Me, no, not yet.
Me neither.
Okay.
No, but yeah, there was a day where I worked like until 10 p.m. because I had to finish a work for a client. That's you always have to manage your time and your day, and keep in mind the clients,
Deadlines.
the deadline, the client, the question, and the work, etc.
Okay.
Do you believe the advantages of your work outweigh the possible disadvantages?
For the moment, I think that there is more advantages than disadvantages, but I just started, so I don't have really big experience. I just begin, and but for the moment, yes, the flexible part, you just manage your time like you want, and that's really important for me. Yeah, you can work very late, but the day after
Well,
you
you
can
have
come
great
later.
days.
Yeah.
Of work.
I have big
Big
days,
days,
big days, but yeah, the day after, if you don't have an important meeting, if you don't have important work, you just come later and begin your day like you want.
Okay.
That's really important, I think.
But you have to respect the deadlines,
Yeah,
no
this is
matter
the
what
most
happens.
important, yeah. And we have two kind of deadlines with the clients with the tax authorities too. You too, I think.
Yes.
We work a lot with the tax authorities. You have to file a corporate tax return in this date, this date. So you cannot measure.
May I say something about the the video that you are
Yes.
registering. Maybe.
I should introduce you.
No. Maybe we should check if the sound is good.
Yes, but
Okay.
I
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Parce que ça résonne. Alors tu devras tout refaire.
What is the type working process that the company use?
Well, as junior, you never work on a solo way. You always do your work. You do and you complete your corporate tax return. Then we have a process. Then the file of the corporate tax return goes to the manager, then to the partner, and then there is an approval, and then the client approval, and then we can file that in the tax authorities. So I never work alone. But if I have to begin and to do a corporate tax return or to give an advice about a question of a client, I do it alone. But there is always a double check above me.
It's never sent to the client like that.
Yeah.
Directly from the junior to the client.
There's
It
always
never
a-
happens.
It's
For
the
me, it
four
never happened.
eyes principle, 4 eyes principle. You check, and there is another check.
Yes.
Just to be sure to do not see.
Transparency.
Yes, transparency. Yeah, and security. It's
Okay.
more about security than transparency.
Okay.
And according to you, what is the most important behavior to adopt this way of working?
Well, to be professional. To respect the deadline. That's really important. And just be professional. Do what you have to do, and that's it.
What is the best attitude to have in case of a disagreement on a matter in the team?
Well, again, professional attitude. I don't know. If you have a disagreement on a matter in a team, you just have to discuss with your other part, with your colleague, or with your client, of tax authorities, and that happens with the tax authorities too, with the clients, or just discuss and find a professional way to find a solution.
What is the most interesting part of your work?
Well, like I said, giving advice to clients when I have a question, and this international, that was really interesting for me to have the mix of Belgian law, Belgian tax law, and French tax law, or Spain tax law, or American tax law. This is really interesting for me.
And what was the most difficult part of your of the work when you started your first real job?
Well, for me was my first corporate tax return. I know that I have to find an amount. I have the financial statements, and I just moved the page, and I just church, and that was really difficult. No, but like I said, I just thought I did not have a big experience, but that was really difficult for me.
Okay. And do you often deal with stressful situations?
Regarding deadlines, we have a deadline. You don't have only one client. You have a lot of clients. You have to work for many people. So I do not have only one manager above me. I have a lot of managers. So I have a lot of files. I have a lot of clients. You have a lot of deadlines, and every day you have to manage with the.
Do you feel
stressful
questions?
situations. Sorry?
Do you feel
No.
questions?
Above me, no.
No?
Okay. Not at the moment, but you have to. If you respect the deadline, if you do your work like you have to do it.
And do you have a big time for a deadline to prepare
Well,
into the
for me, in corporate tax returns, there is one delay for all corporate tax returns, but we always ask, we just call through the tax authorities, ask for extra delay, because we do not have the time enough. That's not really a problem, we just fix this problem with the tax authorities.
Okay, so if you could go back in time to the moment when you ended up university, would you do the same choice and work for a company?
Absolutely.
Okay. and for this company?
For this company, yeah, at the moment I'm pretty happy in my work, so yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe after 2 months or after 2 years I will have another what?
Vision.
Another vision, yeah, sorry. Another vision, but yeah, for the moment, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this.
Maybe come back to her in 6 months.
Okay.
And ask her
Yes,
again.
I will. I will. So I think
I will keep you in touch. I have your mail address now.
Yes,
and
you do. Okay. So,
Item?
So how did you manage to integrate the company?
How did you manage?
to integrate the company, I just was me, and I didn't do something special. That was pretty natural for me to integrate the company, the department, and my colleagues are pretty cool, and there is a pretty.
What was the
no, I think
What
he-
was
he
the
means-
procedure we
yes.
followed?
How did you?
The procedure?
How
Oh, okay,
did
sorry.
you proceed?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. How I did proceed? What I did? Yeah, I applied online. I just sent my CV.
Resume, yeah.
And that was it. Yeah.
There
And then
are
there, oh yeah,
tests.
and there was and yeah, I had a selection day, so we were 4 girls this day, and yeah, we had tests and etc. It's pretty boring.
Mhm.
Yeah, and yeah.
And your test, what was it about? About what you were already doing? About
It was psychological test and
Okay.
um, yeah.
Play a role, no?
Logical, yeah. We had a business case too, but it is really for the technical part. That was pretty good, okay. But yeah, you have a part with tests, with yeah, psychological, logical, and etc. Some.
what do you
Just
think
really-
are they looking for throughout those
yeah,
tests?
To find, I don't know, maybe to find people who has a good logical mind or something like that. I don't know, but I think that's really, really not interesting to have this kind of test.
Okay.
That does
Not
help.
interesting.
No,
Yes, not
absolutely
helpful.
not. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
Why? Yeah, I studied law and tax, and you just asked me about
Yes. Psychological
yeah,
things.
psychology, numbers, and yeah. So
Okay.
Okay. What do you think are the best qualities to have to get a chance to be a part of delt?
well,
Huh?
maybe you can answer to this question. I don't know.
You will have other question.
Okay. It's not my turn.
Because I do, yeah, but I don't know. Well, best qualities to yeah, if you have if you studied
Motivated.
law or tax or
You have to be motivated.
yeah, you have to be motivated. But and I will answer to the other question. Do you remember? You do not have to be good to start. You have to start to be good.
Yes.
This is a pretty really thing. I always keep that in my mind because that is really important. So yeah, you just have to start. If you study it, if you want to work in a big four at Deloitte, if you are interesting about tax or legal world, yeah, why not? You just have to be motivated. Yeah.
And about languages?
Yeah, you have to to speak English
Yes. If you
better
don't.
than me. And yeah, I speak 2 Flemish. My Flemish is better than my English, by the way. And yeah, French. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty interesting to speak languages regarding networking with colleagues and speaking with your colleagues. If you have a colleague who speaks only in Dutch, this is important to speak with him, not only in English. We always speak in English with our client. She more than me, but yeah, languages are important, but not just at Deloitte. This is really important in the professional world today to speak languages.
Okay.